Soviets and Soviets of the Red Army, how y'all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And this is Ringru, lo lo lo.
And folks, we heard what you said about the replay on Tuesday. We want to bring you another one today. This one on that most promiscuous of maps. This is Slutsk. Rang, who is fighting and what are they bringing to the table?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have good old Robert playing as the Trove Tartalik with a Vanguard income. And on the right-hand side, we have a Jokerr, but with 2 R's. He is playing Third Guard Tactical with a balance, or not balance, Maverick income.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
he is
not very balanced.
certainly a Maverick.
It's not a balanced diet for sure. I mean, he's eating a lot for lunchtime and kind of starving himself out at dinner.
Nah, man, that's just a diet. He's got to get his gains.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a joker, he's a smoker, he's a midnight toker, Definitely a general who gets his loving on the run. I do have to say, and this is something that's been rather unfortunate, I think. I've been looking at the 12th Tartalik, and you know how they have that, like on the uppermost, let's say, deployment for them, the Arkaslotsk? Yep. Every single time I see that, all my mind says is Arstotska. Which is just makes zero sense, but it does.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm actually, you know what? The random thing before you even get into the match itself. There's a short film for Papers, Please that was put together by just a couple of I think it was like Serbo-Croats. That thing is so good. For like 8.5 or 9 minutes, they did it on it was a shoestring budget. It's fantastic.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's proper good.
Very, very good. But, 12th versus the Guards. So, another Guards division, not really anything too surprising there. Of course, you see an early IS-2 coming out here. What can the Hungarians expect to bring out here? I was going to say Romanians, too.
It's a really interesting matchup once again, because we're seeing another Trove Tartalik match, and Trove Tartalik is one of the worst divisions in the entire game. And against Third Guard, they're really going to have a hard time against IS-2s. So they lack pretty much any good long-range distance AT. So you're going to have to get a little bit creative, I think, when dealing with big-ass Stalin. But they got a lot of infantry. The infantry is pretty good. And yeah, it's really Trove Tartalik.
Well, I do like the fact that we see a off-map observer already, that 100mm artillery. Of course, we're actually seeing some opening Dushkas coming in. That's surprising.
Oh, yeah, you don't really see like SG-43s.
Yes, yes. So it's not
Dushka,
Dushka,
the like squad machine guns. Yeah, you don't see them ultra often for the Russians. It's usually flamethrower openers. But those machine guns can be really nice because you can slap them in a church tower, and unlike sniping your guys or enemy guys with pinpoint precision, you can just shoot them with a shit ton of bullets.
I'm actually kind of surprised that we are only seeing a Superi opening.
Yeah, it's very lightweight from Jokerr. It's got like some tank disco need key, but a pretty light tank tank division open. I don't think Third Guard Mechanized, if I remember, gets too many infantry slots.
No,
so I'm guessing he's going for more of a lighter deployment. I think really a lot of his points have rented out bloody IS-2 and recon stuff. Yeah, a lot of recon stuff.
Well, we also are going to see a very early recon, probably a really good idea, and actually a Shug from the 12th, and then immediately an air power. So, if you want to, we can go and deride the early kind of opening as supremely in favor of the 3rd, but with the infantry issues, I guess the question is, can the Hungarians take the town before the tanks can kind of get up and running?
I think that's really his best bet. If he can manage to get into the town proper and hold it, he should do a pretty good job. But right now, Joker's doing fantastic work in using long-range fire support to just completely wipe out her Robert's infantry. And
but by the same token, the FAO up north, we actually are not even getting all the infantry out just yet. They're only deploying as we speak. And the Russians are kind of rocked on their heels a bit. It isn't perfect, but can't count them out yet.
It's really in her Robert's favor when it comes to the infantry game. So it's exactly what you need to be doing, pushing heavy in the northern side here, where you got a lot of town cover, and try to hold that place like bloody Stalingrad.
Ironic, all things considered. But 3 more MCHAs being poured on in. So I guess My expectation is that the FAO is going to slide south of this forest at some point and maybe drop that last artillery barrage right where you see the two Superiors then town.
Yeah, yeah, that probably I think is a reasonable assumption.
Well, right now though, even at half track, that's not going to be enough to keep the people at bay.
Ooh. Ooh, especially when you have flamethrowers. I wouldn't really want to try to keep a person at flamethrower at bay. I'd want to run away as well.
Yep, and I would not be able to blame you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Stug is coming to the fore. I guess probably the best thing to know here is that the Stug technically can penetrate a lot of this armor, but the IS-2 is just going to be a constant issue.
Yeah, the IS-2 is... There's nothing he can really do against the IS-2s unless he gets close in or just drops a bunch of high explosives and tries to get a surrender. But is like the armor from Jokerr is going to be a huge pain. Those Shermans, you can get a lot of them. He's taking a 2-star veteran sheet. They got stabilizers, and they're pretty good against Stugs, I find. Especially when, considering we can go around corners and shoot them accurately.
Certainly true. Now, that last artillery barrage is coming out. Unfortunately, it's going to be too late to really get too much done here. That Stug is the only thing keeping those guys from just sprinting outside of the area of effect. And those 3 Shermans are actually going to deploy to the north to kind of bolster the sagging line there, as is some more Tanko Thessaloniki.
Yeah, we got a lot of Shermans being brought in, actually. This is honestly a very good play from Jokerr, as Robert just likes the genuine anti-tank. Even all of his infantry don't have anti-tank currently on the field. He does have one Panzerfaust, Panzerstreck squad up north, with some Panzerfaust script infantry, but in the center part of the town, there's no AT infantry whatsoever. It just comes down to his anti-aircraft gun doing the anti-tank work.
Ooh, but there is a 75 mil that's going to kind of start going through these trees. If they can get to the other side of that, that could be devastating.
Yeah, I believe that's like a proper Pack 40, so
it is.
That can definitely kill an IS-2 from the side. But right now, not in the best of positions.
No, but I think to a certain extent he saw the opening and was like, you know what, I got to make sure to push back this infantry in the center, which I can understand.
We've also seen
but yeah.
Yes, a heavy 80mm anti-aircraft gun being brought in to try to halt this armored push through the town.
Or how about we have the ME-210?
Yeah. They got the as well. That's actually a pretty decent... Like, Tartalik does have anti-tank options. It's just much more, it's less direct compared to just having big anti-tank guns and big tanks. It's harder to utilize effectively.
Oh my god, and the bombs are coming down too. Hey, honestly, if they can get them to fall back, that could be the most amazing capture opportunity here.
Yeah, I think how Robert's going to lose his plane, Joe. His 210's actually outrunning the PE-2.
Well, and the other PE-2 is actually going to get strafed. I was waiting for him to get strafed here, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's really tight. He needs to get over his lines. Never mind, he doesn't have any AA anymore. So
yes, he does. Matter. Doesn't he?
The 80mm died, and same with the 40mm. It's all just vanished.
Okay, well, ME-210 does go down then.
Can't really be affording to lose those 210s, especially the early A-phase runs. You do not get many of them per card.
Now, to the north, like you said, there is a Shrek squad up north, but I cannot help but ask, where is anything else?
Oh, I gotta admit, this is a pretty crazy 7 minutes so far into the match. It's pretty neck on neck between both sides as a trove flag ownage, so to speak. As her Robert does have that one sneaky flag in the center of the map, even though it doesn't really have any unit share. But yeah.
To the north, we did see the, let's say, reinforced Sherman push come on in. That Shrek squad's lost 3 Shreks already. There was another one that was Panzerfausting stuff like it was his job, which, let's face it, it was.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think another ME-210 is going to die here pretty quickly. I can't even find it on the map. He's real high up.
Oh yeah. He's like in orbit now.
Yeah. Yeah, impressive and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, we're really starting to see the
deficiencies.
The problem with her Roberts division, and that is being the anti-tank, because all these Shermans and IS-2s and BA-10s now being brought in are just completely overwhelming Herr Roberts' line. He is still holding barely, but once those tanks, get on moving, and that Stug up north is a little bit outgunned, I think. Yeah.
That's true, but the 75 mil, watch this guy creep forwards and pop that IS-2 in the back. His Shermans and all of his tanks are facing the wrong way.
If he misses the IS-2 on the first shot, or doesn't shoot the IS-2 first, I will be very disappointed.
I think we all will. Now, there is one more ME-210 trying to stop this breakout attempt with one set of bombs. Going to be a tough order. He might be able to freak out a couple of them, but there's no way in heck he's going to get 5, is he?
I don't think so. They're pretty spread out, for considering.
Does get 1 kill at least, though. I mean, it's only a half track, but every little bit helps here.
Yep. Yeah, Joker's really playing to his strengths.
Here it comes. Oh, he's going after the freaking BA-10.
Ah, no! I don't think Joker's noticed.
No, I think he just saw that something died, doesn't know where just yet. Yeah. And his recon optics are shit at the moment.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm sure sees him.
Yep, but that just means the 40 mil.
Oh, he's sneaking up, run out of time. Only one tank can see him at a time. But now the BA-10's coming in, and that should be enough to... Or maybe enough. Oh no, BA-10s can't shoot the Pak 40. That is sneaky line of sight.
But the Hungarian commander goes down.
Yeah, that's a pretty big loss. I think... No. The Hungarians used to get 2 commanders in a card, I believe, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
I don't think so.
I think that was like one of the cards, but yeah, it's still a huge loss losing a commander like that so early on, especially if there isn't that wants the veterancy.
We are going to have this Shrek squad kind of start to creep forward a little bit more to the north. And I don't know if the Goyos over there are going to hold up their fire because they're trying to beat on this infantry, or what the deal is. Might be efficient fire, might just be hold fire overall.
I think he's just trying to play not being seen, and it worked really well.
The IS-2 is dead.
Whoa, what the? Oh,
and the Sherman's dead.
Whoa,
there's nothing left in there but BA-10s.
Holy shit! Like,
okay, this is Maderas. Remember that term, or Madaris. Yeah. Remember that name for later, because that guy is a champ.
Fucking hell, crouching tiger, hidden pack gun, just completely shot force.
And here goes the M8, another 210, taking out another Sherman.
Holy shit, this is exactly what Robert needs. Yep.
But there's a 37 mil coming up too. Oh my god. It's one thing after the other here.
Yeah. That definitely gave her Robert a little bit of breathing room for now. I mean, we're on B phase, and there's probably going to be more IS-2s being brought out. Just some Shermans right now. But now we've got some 2-man flamethrower teams being brought in from Jokerr.
But it doesn't seem to matter. More air power comes in just constantly. Just more and more of these AP shells. Yep, that's another set of kills. Oh my god, could this be the return of the air power?
Yep, this is really good air power usage so far. Trying to bomb...
Oh my god, the artillery is gone, the anti-aircraft is gone. Just like that, it's 13-11, it was 14-10, it looked like it was going to be 15 pretty quickly. And just constant gun runs. This is the one thing I do love about the 12th. I will say that.
Yeah, he's really taking advantage of the pretty decent air tab that you have with Trove. And those 210s are just making absolute short work of your Shermans.
So that, there was that Shrek squad. He has not fired a single Shrek, and now there are 5 more carcasses on that hill. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Of course, squads of Ognamachiki are coming on in, so remind me, the Hungarians in B phase is just more of the same.
Yeah, are really just more of the same. Probably some more Stugs, some more Hungarian infantry of different varieties. They're pretty basic. I think you can get some Nimrods, which are pretty cool. I think. Maybe not actually. I think it's just a 40 mil anti-air. But you still have options. And I think Harrobert is definitely going to play more in terms of the aircraft options, which is working out really well. I mean, look in the middle. Those Sapri PPSHs are not going to be sapping much anymore.
That is one of those moments you're like, oh my god, like your heart goes out to them. But we have, and we have an entire company of guards being brought on, and literally might be or a couple companies worth. There's absolutely insane numbers of them.
Comes the
BA-10 trying
guard
to sneak
spam.
behind the lines, which I'm sure by all means go for it. But
Mhm.
almost immediately we see bombing runs coming back out the other direction.
Yeah, the one problem Joker's had so far is his lack of infantry. Now, I mean, yeah, this guard company being brought in is going to be enough to definitely reinforce and secure the town.
True. PE2s are coming back. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately at this point, Herr Robert does need to bring in some more anti-air. Because those
Mm-hmm.
PE2s are going to devil him something fierce if he's not careful.
Yep, he does have one anti-aircraft gun in the middle of the map, which
Yeah,
at least it's something.
one.
Yeah, just one. Not two, but just one. Three would
Again,
be better, but just one.
it feels, I don't know why, but it kind of feels like all of the aircraft in this game have just been flying, like you said, in low orbit. Like, I wish I could figure out what was going on here.
Maybe because they were like medium, like they were like twin engine.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's all
Maybe.
just been like big slow boys rather than your nimble Messerschmitts and Focke-Wulfs.
But seriously, 10 squads of guards.
Yeah.
Problem with this, though, is this is when Joker has to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Proto comes back in. He's going for those two lead Shermans. If he can get those right there. Incendiary. Shockingly enough, no kill.
Oh. And we got a bit of a furball going to be happening with a 210 chasing a PE2. Get right up his ass, but doesn't get a kill. And
No, but the other ME2 is coming after him now, too. I mean, ME210.
Too bad it can't fire its anti-tank gun against airplanes.
Doesn't need to.
Nope. 220 mils, and yeah, 220 mils is enough to get the job done.
Only problem is, again, you cannot be losing this aircraft. You have to hold on to this. It's been doing so much work for him already.
Yep. Now he's in a position to maybe strafe the back line. The Soviets are setting up more anti-a 85mm heavy piece. Yeah, he's going for the Sherman right up its side, and that's an easy kill. Another 210. Oh boy, he's loving the aircraft.
Well, that's what's kept him in this game. It's not been the vehicle play, it's not been the infantry, it's been this.
Yep. This is the thing I really like about 1v1s compared to team games, is that there's usually not a huge amount of anti-air on the field, so you do have a lot of breathing room to fly around and actually use aircraft efficiently. Even with both sides investing in, a relatively respectable amount of anti-aircraft guns.
Now, I am watching as another... Oh my gosh. Then we have 6 M-chips being brought on in, too. It doesn't seem to matter how many get brought on in, though. Where's this JU-88?
Yeah.
Oh, JU-88 is going after the 76, too. Okay.
I think Joker's just buying all his units from Costco and getting them in a bulk discount.
You mean Lend-Lease? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny for me. We do have these BA-10s that technically, under perfect circumstances, are able to kill this Stug.
Yeah.
But it's anything but optimal when you're still shooting at him head on. That Glacis is still awful thick.
Indeed it is. But it's in a sneaky spot. I gotta give the BA-10 credit. Yeah, Joker's doing a really good job. I mean, he's pushed through the middle pretty hard, and now he has a +2 lead over the Herr Robert. So he just needs a hold. This is perfect for his Maverick Income division.
Oh my god, please, somebody drop bombs in the north.
This
could be the absolute worst
dude,
thing possible.
Don't. No.
They are so on top of each other. This is the epitome of just human wave tactics.
Yes, that is like 100. That's 100 dudes concentrated, like 100 square meters.
And there's no artillery to punish it. There's no air power to punish it. But I think at the second that he sees this massive wave, he will bring in some air power.
Hoorah! But yeah, that is just... I'm zoomed in on them right now, and it is just bedlam.
I just did. I couldn't even hear you.
Yep.
But here comes. I gotta get a close up on this because this is actually brutal.
Oh, it's gonna be...
Oh my god. It dropped long. Oh my god, they're all
Ah!
pinned. They're all pinned.
There we go.
It was like 2 squads that are not. This could be the worst thing that's happened in quite a while. This is like 300 or 400 points of infantry. Sorry, like 300 points of infantry.
Yeah, that is a lot of points for a dudes. And the Hungarians can just walk on in and say, hey, I'll accept your surrender now, if he can get the leader unit.
Well, the leader unit's pinned down. I mean, so are the Hungarians at this moment, but...
Counter-Strike's even coming in for some fun. Ugh. I just think it's going to be a little bit too many angry Russians, yeah.
For now, but here comes another gun run. Oh no, it's after the PE2. Okay. Meanwhile, the tank column has finally reached the front. The 6 Shermans. Just absurd amounts of firepower.
It's a lot of tanks. And once again, really hard to deal with that many tanks. And it's a trophy.
But you know what is a lot of fun? Oh, wait a second. I gotta watch this. I mean, 210 come into the town. Shockingly, that does not get a kill.
Oh.
But you know what is going to happen? We're going to see an RD strike to the north.
Oh,
might be just outside what they need. But between the Arstotskins and the RD party, that might be enough to force them into a rather compromising position.
Yeah, I believe that's pretty heavy-duty artillery as well from the off-map plane. Like 230s, maybe?
That might be the case. Did he just... No, okay. I thought he died. The 210 does go down, but he almost freaks out people in the meantime.
Oh, yeah. Landing pretty close to the tank Deschanitsky's. Another German plane does go down, the fighter.
Oh my god, they're right in the middle of the RD. Here it comes. Oof. Oof. Okay, now him being collected is super lucky for him, but that luck is going to run out. Yep. That's 6 squads. Oh my god.
Holy shit, yep.
There's an IS-2 up to the north. He's lucky that he got there when he did.
Mm-hmm.
This is the air power. This is how you play with air power.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the problem with Jokerr, her Robert, is he needs to get some, like, ground territory. Like, his northern side has been a real slog, and with that IS-2 on the far northern flank, you can't really do anything about it, to be honest. It's a very good position overlooking on that hill.
Napalm.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I think I even buffed the napalm quite a bit. I've actually seen it in use.
I think they buffed the spread.
And
might be wrong.
Some of the, like, residual effect. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, I thought one went down. There's still 140 mil over here, though, outside this town. That is keeping those Shermans at bay. Unfortunately, keeping them at bay is not going to be the same thing as forcing them back. And here Robert is running out a little bit of time to do so.
Yeah. And that's a really ballsy move with Joker's commander, the M2 Combat. Pretty close to the front line, yeah, but I guess he really wants to lead by the front, Rommel style.
Well, and that's why he's going to die. 4 airplanes are out. IS-2 is getting strafed, engine damaged, wounded. There's going to be airstrikes being called on in, or artillery strikes being called on in pretty darn quickly. And there goes the officer.
But yeah, as you can see, Jokerr has I mean, he's got some pretty heavy duty AA up north now. He knows what's going on. He knows the game, and he's prepared.
Yeah, but big freaking deal. Like, go ahead, shoot down my recon planes that call an RE. I've already used 2 artillery strikes on one of them. And with the 380 or the 280 or whatever the heck railway guns that we're worried about here, it's absurd.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm duty stuff.
Fascinated to see what happens to this collection of troops in the middle. And we are into Phase C, which means that now the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah, it's gonna be more George H. Roberts' favor, and I'm guessing with how most people build their Maverick decks, Jokerr probably doesn't have a lot of C-phase cards. So maybe Her Robert can win this in an attrition warfare, but he still has a long way to go.
He might have a long way to go, but he's already taken the IS-2, 2 Shermans, other one's getting knocked all over the place. It is true that he's lost some of his own infantry here, but he's almost cleared out the town completely.
Yeah, that off-map has been completely deadly. But he now just needs to bring in some infantry in the middle and up north in a more timely fashion to try to regain his ground that he's lost.
Well, the Machiki are up against the Arstotskins, and the town's cleared of armor. All that's
Yep.
there is a ZSU by the bridge.
Yeah, there's some Ogmachikis by a hill, and that's the Russian defenses in the middle. Up north, a little bit more heavy, of course, but still a little bit more durable.
And now there's an FAO dropping an RD on whatever remains. This is threatening to be a rather stunning reversal.
Mm-hmm.
76 in the backfield, and there still has been awfully minimal engagement down to the south. In fact, I'm pretty sure these are opening troops.
Yeah, I think both sides have... I mean, it's the classic tunnel vision of the north and middle. The southern side would really play to Joker's advantage. I mean, one IS-2 down here would just be unstoppable.
Yes, it
apart from
would.
air power.
Oh my gosh, the four Shermans are diving into the woods.
Oh no.
No, this is perfect for them. I mean,
Oh, he has no anti-tank. You're right. You're completely
one
right.
stroke and that's it.
Yeah.
And here comes the napalm as well. Such a unique occurrence here. Supply truck does go down, so not great, but not terrible.
And is he napalming the Stug?
No, he's missing
just,
everything.
Yeah. Those trees were, you know, it looked a bit funny.
Stoke does take one in the flank here, and there's been an awful lot of Russian air power. And hey, Robert says, no, buddy, let me show you how it's done. He's strafing the ZSU to freak it out. He's going to go and bomb the bejesus out of it as well, I imagine.
Yeah. Even if we're anti-air, Robert does manage to come in and make the plays. I think he's probably going to lose the 210 up north.
Oh, almost for sure.
Yeah. Maybe... Oh no, it's PE2s. A little bit janky as fighters. Never mind. I think this is really helpful for her, Robert. Yeah, he's only... You know, the enemy fighters are only PE2s, which can't turn forward down. Because if he's fighting against LA7s or anything more respectable, I think his planes would be dying a lot faster in dogfights.
Gotta hurry though. He's running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Right now he has no anti-tank to the north. In fact, he's got this 1-2-10 that's gonna drop material onto that single Sherman, even as the IL-2 goes back the other direction. So what the IL-2 might even hit his own troops.
Yeah. I mean, with our Godfish and Reno, all her Robert needs to do is just bring a bunch of infantry just through the center town and just bum rush into it, and he can capture a bunch of flags very quickly. But nothing is,
Nope, might be a single Sherman, but that is it. I think it's these 3 Ogmachiki. 3 Ogmachiki go down, and that's going to be almost probably an entire kilometer or 2 of just control.
And he is finally moving up to deal with him. Gonna be a little bit too close quarters, yo. So he's probably gonna lose an infantry squad or 2 before those Ogmachiki decide to relocate themselves, whether now or in the afterlife.
Well, last RD strike from one of the FAOs finally has come in, and the anti-air to the north, just a single 37 mil in the ZSU.
Yeah, losing the half-track anti-air is definitely a big blow, because that's a pretty scary unit in terms of anti-aircraft firepower.
Sure is.
And Ogmachikis, they're so close to dying. Once that happens, yeah, I think her Robert should realize how barren the middle is.
Which is why he's bringing in 4 squads of guards. All the guards are going up north too. The MTRAs, in fact, there's only one single MTRA going into the town. Everything else is going to the north. I think this is a massive overcommitment. I mean, why bother with the north? There's 2 flags up there, and you control both of them easily. Excuse me, 3 flags. You control 2 of those 3 super easily. Why bother with the other one?
He really needs stuff in the center right now, because Robert is going to capture it. And geez, those PE2s really have a hard time killing things, even just a lowly little recon plane.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is the 85 mil that just somehow has explosive damage that just freaks everything out.
Yep.
I hate those things.
Yep.
Last tank with this on Nikki. I thought I was going to get freaked out for a second, but no, the absolute insane airburst shells keep the Hungarian infantry suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to constantly have an issue with that group. I'm sorry.
I just want to risk her Robert is a little bit more aggressive right now, because he really needs to just kind of send everything in the kitchen sink, just moving up. I mean, of course, he is playing a very slow infantry division, so it is hard to get that momentum. But he needs a move now. He has 2 minutes before he loses, and this is at a +1 point disadvantage.
That is true, but playing the longer game here does play to his advantage.
He doesn't have long left, Joe, right now.
Do any of us, Rang? Do any of us?
It's very philosophical if you can't.
Well, of course. I mean, they say that there are no godless men in foxholes or something like that?
Yeah, there's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole.
That's right. That's right.
Warhammer 40k would disagree.
That's true. There are no atheists out there who believe in the God Emperor. Another ME210 does go down. The KD on this map has got to be absolutely brutal.
Yeah, just from both sides. There's been a lot of casualties. And I'm really impressed with her Robert's ability in dealing with Joker's massive tank spam. The air power has just been on bloody point.
No, but you know what now? The MTRs are rushing in as if they have nothing to worry about, and now he's going to run into the Lovechs, and these Lions are going to absolutely destroy them.
Yeah. Hey, fuckface, we got anti-tank weapons now.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
There's another couple meters. Here it comes, any second here.
Well, yeah, one of the Lovechs is like lower on the hill, so to speak.
That's one.
Yep.
Oh my god, there's more air power being brought in. Another Thunder Strike. And again, I mean, these Ju-88s should not be having this much effect.
I mean, the anti-aircraft guns?
No, I meant the Ju-88s, like the German air power at this point really should not be this effective.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of anti-air up north, but just in... It's due to the fact that they're the twin-engine planes, so they have a little bit more resilience compared to the single-engine planes. And he brings them out in a good numbers, so it kind of overwhelms the anti-aircraft defense up north.
Like sending 4 210s at it, and then sending in 3 of them at it from different angles?
It's really rough for us to do that, because those 210 fighters are only 70 points. That's really cheap. That's
right
good,
now,
just cannon fodder, so to speak.
Don't look now, but it is 1311.
Ooh.
And what's more, we actually have 2 PE2s. I would think we're going to have some ME210s vectoring in on them. No, but ground fire might do something.
Joker just needs to... I think this would be a really good time for Joker to try to do some shock and awe tactics down south and try to grab a big swath of land in a short period of time. Because all he needs is a short period of time to flip his match to his favor.
True, because right now it's kind of shockingly awful more than anything else. Another PE2 goes down, and surprisingly enough, these ME210s are not making gun runs. I wonder if all the ME210 ground attack planes are pretty much dead. Would not surprise me.
Yeah, I think probably not long for the road anymore.
At long last, we are going to see a half-track dance across the 50-yard line to the south, and directly into a 48mm cannon.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
There is an IS-2 coming in. This should be interesting, but I don't know. He's not going to see some of those anti-tank positions like the 75mm that's sitting a little bit to the south. Not sure what he can see right now. He's going for the
IS-2s. So that's definitely going to be a pain in the ass, especially considering, yeah, her Robert probably does not have those anti-tank planes anymore.
No, he does not. But you know what he does have? Lots and lots of bombers.
He does. He can just suppress them to death with lots of high explosive kabooms and maybe some off-map still.
Well, I think he's pretty much tapped in the off-map. It's just because we have that one to the north. I think it's the third or fourth one he's brought in.
You You probably are correct in that manner. But yeah, Jokerr is, starting to make a little bit of a play down south. Just a little bit. But, yeah, only 140 mil and 2, like, infantry squads down south. And an okay, in a Pack 40 covering the position. But that's really it. Nothing too crazy, let's be real.
Is it wrong that right now I kind of feel that the 12th has been kind of like this broken arrow moment?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just been constant air power. I mean, if you look at the map, between artillery and all of that, it's just absurd.
Yeah. And I do like seeing this air power play, because you could also play Troph as a pretty heavy artillery spam division. But, her Robert's like, bug yeah, who needs static artillery, and I got flying artillery.
Well, and that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, he has been playing it very much. Oh, wait, he's going after this IL-2? I think IL-2 is finally going to die. He died like he lived. A flaming fool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeesh indeed. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty grim for Jokerr now, even though he's, he's actually ridden.
Yes, he is, but only because this tank in the center of this town has not been dead. Yeah. Now that it is dead, it's going to go back to being a German position. Excuse me, Axis position.
Yeah. But yeah, down south, Robert's lost that flag, and he's quickly rationing infantry. Joker's realised that the south side is pretty barren, so he's slapping in a Starling down there to try to do the dirty.
He's got to do something because the north is falling apart. He's got an IS-2 up here, that's for sure. And a couple of infantry squads? No. I think he's completely Winchester on that infantry.
Which, yeah, it's surprising, actually. I thought he'd have maybe a few extra guards up his sleeve, because it's usually always a good choice. Even as a Maverick division, it's like a C-face guard of guards, just because you get 27 of them. And, yeah, you're probably right, he doesn't have it. But it definitely would help right now if he did, because he's not really in this attrition warfare.
Which is just stunning in many ways. And at this point, actually, at the front lines, I made the artillery strike-off map just completely and totally worthless. What's down south? Oh no, he's the last guard squad's really coming on in. But there are some lines being brought on in. At least that's, I'm assuming, this Luvica means.
Yeah, at this point, Robert cannot afford to lose even just a single inch of ground for just a few seconds, or he's gonna be tapped. But he does have a good defense across the majority of the map now to stop any tomfoolery from happening.
So wait, are you saying not one step backwards?
Yeah, not one step backwards, but all a step forwards. It really sort of calls no step back rule, all steps forward, because it's more positive thinking, with positive words.
Okay, well, if nothing else, maybe it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back someplace else.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going forward, technically, just a little bit slower.
I do like the fact we have 3 40mm cannons being brought into the north. This is purely to get the IS-2. He's got to know the IS-2 is dead. That's the entire northern flank.
Yeah. And yeah, all it really is coming down to in Joker's match, front line is his IS-2s, which are great, but he doesn't have any of the other awesome supporting units to make IS-2s actually worthwhile. Yeah, the one down south actually got his engine damaged by a 40mm anti-tank gun, which is a little bit embarrassing for a tank of that caliber.
Well, it's hard to find cannons of that caliber these days.
And
he's going to die, unfortunately. But I think we're going to see this recon plane. So we expect to see the recon plane being delivered to the south and maybe an arty strike just to kind of keep things at bay.
Yeah, even just using it for actual reconnaissance would be a great idea as well.
Exactly. Now, we are just going to see another... The IS-2 in the center is just going to get, I think, shelled from multiple angles here.
Yeah.
You're knocked out already. This is going to be a dead IS-2.
Yeah, no support at all. IS-2s are great, but you need... tanks don't run wars by themselves.
But neither does a single squad of the lines to the south. He's sitting on top of... Oh, wait, but it's 14-10. He's able to get some more territory here.
Oh, 15-9. Look at that.
I was watching the IS-2 go down. He's going to hold this point for a couple of seconds, and I think he's going to bite the big one here.
Yeah, at this point, Herr Robert is overwhelming firepower in terms of quantity. Yeah, those IS-2s are just not going to cut it.
17-7. He's losing infantry down to the south, even to the north. There's 6 guard squads, and that's his last hope right there.
And so, okay, oh, he's tapping in some guard squads up north finally.
Yes.
A lot of guards, so... Yeah, those guards definitely would have been a bit more useful earlier on. I think that's probably the sea phase card, I hope.
I would believe so, but there only is one IS-2 to the north, and now the guards have to get across that bridge. So if the Germans can get anywhere close to that bridge, and by the way, they get those 2 40-millimeter cannons coming on in, this could be a rather radical surprise, let's say.
Yeah.
Positioning for them is not currently wonderful, but I don't think the Germans really, excuse me, Hungarians, I keep saying that, are really aware of this attempted reinforcement position.
Yeah, those guards definitely gonna at least give Jokerr a little bit of breathing room for now.
Breathing room, yes. It's gonna terrify, I think, Herr Robert something fierce.
Yeah. I mean, Herr Robert just needs to really hold, just continue playing an attrition warfare game, and he could actually take the victory, which is pretty surprising, I'm not gonna lie.
And now we have the attack move coming on in. Look at this from the northern side. This is where the entire fight ends.
Yeah.
This is like that Berlin mission from World at War.
Oh, yeah.
but in reverse.
They're gonna be flying the Hungarian flag over the Hungarian or the Russian version, I guess, the Kremlin.
Well, yeah, except that in this particular one, then the Hungarian who plants the flag is going to die in a freak chemical warfare accident, 10 years later. And here comes 3 Ju-88s. Okay, this is where the Russian push dies. And why are we bringing... Where's all this infantry been?
Come on,
30
man.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh my god, this is so tight.
At least he spread out the guards a bit. Mostly, but yeah. It's still gonna be pretty devastating. Oh!
Oh my god, this is so close.
Oh, leveled. Absolutely leveled.
To the south, it's like, you're bringing in fresh troops? Well, I have air power too.
Oh, it's a pretty good push down south here from Jokerr. I mean, it is getting territory, but the IS-2 is not nearby enough to actually help out.
No, my mind's been just watching the north as these guards keep slamming themselves into the Hungarian defense. As much as you want to go malign the Gorlos over there, they are just enough to kind of keep things steady.
Yeah, they're pretty nice because they are a triple machine gun squad. I don't think the machine guns are anything too... Actually, they are pretty good. Okay, they're pretty good machine guns. I don't know why.
That's because, the suppression isn't as good as it could be, but, why complain? 5 more squads. Oh my gosh. Why is it that, the Hungarians have been throwing in guards and, their own squads like crazy. Meanwhile, we're finally seeing some squads here and there from Jokerr.
I think...
Was he having a laugh?
I think he was, but the last laugh is going to come down to Herr Robert, I think.
You're saying there's a killing joke happening here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we are going to see some of this infantry going to get caught out in the open down to the south, and we have 2 more artillery planes being brought on in with a couple Me-210s just flying high cover. And frankly, this could have even been more devastating against Joker's cause, as he's gotten really lucky. And Herr Robert only now is realizing, oh wait, there's probably only an Ogmachiki squad or something here, and really pushing.
Because Herr Robert is definitely very hesitant during, that mid-stage of the game to actually aggress.
But do you blame him? I'm not sure I can.
No, I don't really. I mean, it'd be a pretty reasonable assumption to be hesitant to push into the town from outside it, because pushing into town from the outside with no cover is usually pretty tough, especially as a slow-going infantry division with soft-skinned transports.
In the meantime, though, guards are deploying to the north and getting caught out as truck after truck goes up in flames. I've been watching to the south. We have a Ju-88 going to be dropping, what, 1,000 kilograms of bombs? And, yep, there goes that entire infantry push. That is going to be, that's going to fold completely.
Yeah, Joker definitely could have done a better job splitting his stuff up, I think, throughout this match. He has his stuff way too bunched up, and it's really been hurting him.
Putting it mildly, yes. But oh my god, he brought, I would say, one of the finer players of the community to the brink. Unfortunately, that was brought to the brink with one of the lesser talented divisions. Is that a polite way to put it?
Well, Troph?
Yes.
Yeah, they're bad. I think that's the polite way to put it as well. They're not a good division, but we're seeing Robert play him really well. This air power strategy is surprisingly effective.
Oh look, there's artillery coming in.
Oh, finally.
I remember you.
Yeah, what a weird unit. Like, it just shoots stuff without having to see it? Like, what's up with that?
I mean, isn't that what air power is? They don't see what they're shooting at.
No, but they can, like, rave over them as they drop a crap ton of bombs on their head.
Well, here comes the northern flank's going to get vanished underneath another 500 kilograms of bombs. One's already forced back. We'll see another one being forced back momentarily. And just like that, it's kind of like there were Soviets here at one point.
But not anymore. And now Joker's buying a bunch of artillery of his own. I think he's just tapped out of stuff. So yeah. But that was pretty close.
Insane.
Like, Joker, even like in these last 10 minutes, there's been moments where he's had almost enough flags to, you know, get the victory, so to speak. But her Robert has won the attrition warfare.
Which is just so weird.
Like,
infantry divisions are not supposed to be able to take on mech.
Especially against IS-2s and Shermans like this, but goddamn, that air power has been terrifying. Like, I really gotta respect the use of, like, the twin engine bombers and fighters and all of that, because yes, they're not fast and mobile, but they can survive going into anti-aircraft batteries.
Okay, so first things first, there's a 2,000 point swing in the KD. Madeiras, the early anti-tank gun, 2 BA-10s, 2 MCHAs, an IS-2, and an infantry squad.
Good man.
Air power, I have one with 3 kills, I have one with 5 kills, I have a Ju-88 with like 8 kills, I have 4 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. The off-map stuff, that's 5 or 6. Yeah, this was the air power game.
Yeah, that one Robert the match, just hook, line, and sinker.
But man alive, that was a long one, but that was one of the ones that sticks with you.
Yeah, that was just a great match from both sides, truth be told.
Yes. And I mean, it could just as easily have been Joker coming out on top. Oh yeah. But good lord. Any final thoughts? Like, I'm wiped after that.
We live in a society.
That is certainly true, my friend. That is certainly true. But you know, George, I'm not sure this is the year of the 3rd just yet. Maybe it's the year of the 12th. This will be the season of the 12th.
I like seeing more tropes. Like, once again, guys, if you got replays of more lesser played or worse divisions, so to speak, just send it to us. We love seeing replays like this.
We really, really do. So hopefully that puts the bit back in you guys' mouth until next week. Of course, again, as always, we are going to get some more replays coming up from the SD2 Season 2 League starting soon. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, last thoughts? Anything?
Nope.
All set? Cool. In that case, folks, until next time, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo. Take it easy.